Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're a horror fan, then you've definitely seen the Conjuring Last Rites trailer by now. And if you haven't, you're literally living under a rock. I know that trailer has sparked a lot of questions. Mainly, who the hell is the Smurl family and why did they look like they've been through hell? Well, I had that same question. So I went full internet detective mode and put together everything I could from their story. It's kind of bizarre, unsettling, and honestly kind of sad. So let's just get into what really happened with the Smurls and why their name is suddenly everywhere again. Alright, flashing back to the 70s. Jack and Janet Smurl, like many horror movie protagonists before them, just wanted a fresh start. Sounds reasonable, makes sense. So they moved into an old duplex in West Pittston, Pennsylvania after their previous home got wrecked by Hurricane Agnes. A total, what can you really do about it situation. Now, Jack, who was a Navy vet, put everything he had into fixing up this house because it was a fixer-upper. It was really run down. But just as the family started settling in, the weirdness kicked off. Okay, first it was small stuff like missing tools, flickering lights, the classic scary starter pack. But then came the not so subtle signs like the sulfur smells, the shadowy figures, and sounds that make you want to sleep with one eye open. We all know what those sounds are. So yeah, the creepiness escalated fast. One of the daughters got pushed down the stairs. The dog was like tossed. The dog was like tossed against the wall. But things got even worse, supposedly, after Janet gave birth to twins, which was apparently the demonic equivalent of ringing a dinner bell. Yeah. And eventually, both Jack and Janet reported being SA'd by some kind of demonic entity. It went there. So desperate, they turned to the Catholic Church, but all the blessings and holy water in the world just wasn't doing anything. And meanwhile, they're dealing with this. The neighbors weren't exactly sympathetic with their story. They were like throwing bricks at the house. Like some people thought the Smurls were just making it up for attention, even though the Smurls never made a dime off the story. So then enters the Warrens. Ed and Lorraine came in with their psychic nurse friend, Rosemary, and things just got kind of real from there. They claimed the house was packed with four spirits, 3 human, 1 full-blown demon. And according to Ed, the Smurls didn't do anything to invite this chaos. They were just chosen. They were the chosen ones, which honestly would not make me feel the bestest. So the Warrens ended up keeping extensive notes, photos, and hours of audio recordings. They play chants and pray while the house responded with poltergeist activity and creepy temperature drops, the usual. At one point, Ed said he saw a message in a mirror telling him to get out, which I mean is a classic haunted house move. Predictable. But despite all that, they never really got a clean resolution to the hauntings. The hauntings supposedly calmed down after more blessings and prayers, but skeptics weren't buying it. Some people said that it was because of Jack's brain surgery in 1983, and then others, including like a psychologist and even the Catholic Church, said they never saw any paranormal evidence to begin with. But Janet swore a Vatican-approved priest performed multiple exorcisms, and the demon just kept roaming, hopping, like it was avoiding them. So yeah, who knows? Whether you believe it or not, the Smurl case made big waves. It even inspired a 1991 made-for-TV movie called The Haunted, which actually helped lay the groundwork for the first Conjuring film. And if you want that full story, there's a book called The Haunted, One Family's Nightmare, and I've heard that it's intense. So yeah, the Smurls are just trying to fix up their house and end up in a nightmare that no one can agree was really real. So whether you're a firm believer in the paranormal or firmly in the this sounds made up camp, you can't really deny that it was a bit of a wild ride. And now that I'm speaking of the Warrens, I don't know if you've seen this, but Annabelle the doll is currently on a world tour, like literally from abandoned prisons to New Orleans. Clearly, this is what the world needs right now, like a cursed doll doing city pop-ups. It's not like the Warrens explicitly said not to move or anything, but what could go wrong? This is absolutely going to be the plot of some insane documentary or movie in like 10 years. Quote me on that. But if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment letting me know what you think was going on in that house. Was it real? Was it fake? Or was it just like a series of very unfortunate coincidences? Yeah, let me know what you think. See you in the next one.